Okay, there's no way that I'm aware of to stealth kill this guy. Since I don't have the well rod, I have to hope that the people in there have not spawned yet or cannot hear this, but this is the only way I know how to take this guy out. Loud gunshots are hilarious to me. I've fired real guns, other people have fired real guns, and we've talked about it. Everybody, I believe, knows this, but Hollywood guns are not as loud as real guns. A real gun, you know, pop, pop, pop. Maybe it makes a loud sound, maybe it doesn't, but Hollywood guns are always enhanced. The explosions, like grenade explosions, I've seen real grenade explosions, they're just a pop and a dust cloud, and that's it. And in Hollywood, it's a gigantic gas can explosion. But the Luger, and especially in that case in the hallway with the Echo, the Luger is one of those Hollywood type guns. It has a big bang when you fire it. I don't think there's any way to safely break this guy's neck without alerting his buddy, who seems to have an argument with that board, so I'm going to... Okay, and there's a guy way down there that heard me. There are a few of those enemies, there are a few like that, where no matter how many bullets you put into them, they will not drop. I was playing earlier to get my voice working, to get back in the spirit of doing a Let's Play. I was doing some freebase, I guess, for free recordings, playing Kill Tally. And there were a few of those guys where I was sniping them at long range, and I was hitting them in the chest and in the stomach and the hips, and places where normally it would be an insta kill shot. There was one I shot him 4 times in the upper torso, and it wasn't until I finally shot him through the kneecap that he dropped, and it actually gave me one of those long-winded kill cams because I shot him in the kneecap, and I thought, wow, I mean, that guy should get a medal. I mean, someone should just pin a medal on that guy and be like, you get to go home now, you're done. I'm not sure what that noise was. I think I got some glitchiness here for some reason. Unfortunately, as epic as this whole scene is, it is scripted. It is absolutely scripted. No matter when or where you detonate those explosives, that is the scene you will always see. The first take in the front and the 2 soldiers, and that's it. That's not as bad because the lead up does give you this, where you get to shoot a lot of people down on the ground. But I've never let the tanks go all the way across. I'm not one of those. I don't like to lose, so I'm not one of those people who does that test, like, oh, how far can the tank get before it's over? But okay, I'm kind of panicking on this. Wow, this is terrible. I need to apologize. Okay, I cannot hit that gas can lid. Let's try this again. That tank's gonna try to take me out, and I need to be very careful. Oh, and he moves. Maybe I should try to shoot something else, but I don't trust myself because that tank's about to try to take me out. Let's see if we can take out the commander. Okay, gave him some nice dental work there, but you'd figure with that many bullets in the gas tank, it would be leaking fuel. There we go. I was kind of hoping to go for a cinematic scene and shoot the gas tank and kill the commander separately, but it doesn't look like that's going to work. That was going to work, so I decided to kill the commander just in case. Alright, we have I was going to say we have very little windage, but it looks like it just picked up. I was going to just shoot as many as I could with the straight shot windage, but it has switched up. So I am going to have to make sure at least that my shots are relatively aimed correctly. I usually like to shoot the driver of that car, But because I took so long with that tank, unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that. Maybe we can get a good video on this. I did record a few of my kill tally runs. I did not save them. Oh, here we go. This will be interesting. I'm not sure if you can hear it with my recording, but the background on those explosions, you can hear a gooey kind of squish. I think that's actually every organ in the body rupturing. I'm not sure if they do that or not, but as I was saying, I was recording some of my kill tally runs, and I did get a couple of grenade hits, and one grenade hit I got was so violent that it actually did an internal hit, and it showed the spinal cord shattering. It was his lower spine, and it just kind of exploded there. I mean, when the grenade went off, you could hear the body kind of rupturing, and all the heart and lungs and liver and kidney and everything just kind of going up, and then when you watch, the spinal column just kind of shattered and exploded. And so I think it does do a massive amount of damage to the body, but you don't get that internal view. I'm going to try this with a Luger, slightly more accurate. You don't get that internal damage view because the explosion is so far away from the body. So, but you do still get that squishing sound of all the organs popping. Not that I'm trying to be disgusting with that description, but that's really what's going on. They're just rupturing. Okay, I think he's at the end of the hallway. I'm going to assume that's where he's at. I really should pull out my submachine gun. I'm trying to be showy, and when I get showy, I get stupid, and when I get stupid, I get dead. So I'm gonna have to avoid being showy just for the moment, and use my sidearm here, or my submachine gun rather than my Luger. There's some guys out there, I'm sure. I hope none of them can see me from here, because I do know there's at least one sniper. Alright, excellent. You may have noticed that I fire in small bursts. I learned that watching Alien. Aliens. Alien 2, Aliens, whichever you'd like to refer to it. In the scene when he's teaching Ripley how to fire the pulse rifle, he states short controlled bursts, and for whatever reason that kind of stuck with me, that idea of saving ammunition by firing in very short, very controlled bursts. And so when I play games like this, that's what I do. I fire. I try not to waste ammunition. And in some games, it's not good to do that, because in some games they want you to just go full auto, to just unload on your enemy. But ever since I watched that film, and especially ever since I played the game after watching the film, when I played Alien vs. I should not do that at all. Fire into a grenade on a dead body. I've tried it. I don't know if it will detonate. Actually, for safety purposes, let me go ahead and test the theory, because that guy's shooting at me with a sniper rifle, and I've had Rayward shots do weird things. So let me see if this actually functions. And it does. So that's something for later, a little food for thought. Don't sit next to a dead body with a live grenade on it. But as I was talking about earlier with Alien vs. Predator, when I played the game, when you play as a human, you get that same issue where you don't actually have that much ammunition. And I don't think I'm talking too much, but I don't know where that guy's at. I thought he was on, like, my left, but he might actually be straight across from me. Because okay, I don't know where he is at. I don't know how he is killing me, so I have to go in over here for a second and just chill. Kind of cheating here. I'm using that third person cheat that I'm sure all of us have done from time to time, where you you don't look around a corner as if you'd look around a corner. You use the camera to look around a corner. So you're using your psyche, your magic third sense, and you're saying third person sense, I guess, and saying to yourself, that's where my enemy's at. He's right there. I might still get shot doing this, but all right, that helps. There he is. Okay, I wasn't looking high enough. Tracers, wonderful tracers. Those help so much. Let's go ahead and end this guy's existence. Okay, so he was on my left. He was just higher up than I initially expected. Totally my fault. That explosion will not kill him. I wish it would. It'd be awesome. But I know for a fact that when they're behind something, even if it's that close to them, it will not cause them damage. Annoying as that is, you'd figure it would at least scare them, you know, get them to run out from undercover, but it doesn't. They just sit there and it's like, oh, you know, a giant fuel tank just exploded behind my head, but it's not important because I'm reloading and I need to shoot at this guy. So plus 10 for bravery, minus 200 for reality. At least in my case, I absolutely would duck or run or both. If explosive tanks were going off around the back of my head, I would absolutely be not there anymore. I would be anywhere but there. Okay. There's always a guy tries to come through here and kill me. That's probably him there, one or two of them. So that's gonna go off. I think there's a sniper or somebody over there, but I'm trying to... Okay, that's one trip mine kill. And there's his buddy. And I got more guys spawning. Or was that me? Oh, no. Hello. I don't know. Highly inaccurate weapon at that range, but you do what you have to do. Switching guns, reloading, anything like that is far more dangerous than just continuing to fire. It may not have the psychological effect on these enemies as it does in other games where firing continuously at somebody causes them to duck or to jump backwards or to hide, but it makes me feel better. It absolutely makes me feel better. Maybe I'll hit him, maybe I won't, but at least I'm doing something. As you can see, this guy, he's a little bit more pepper sprayed than his buddies with blood. That is the effect of an explosion on a corpse, or at least on a living body that then turns into a corpse. It's an interesting effect, but unfortunately, to me, I mean, when I first saw it, I was like, hey, that's cool that they tried to do that. Absolutely, one step closer to the real thing, but at the same time, it looks like a paint bomb went off because he's got blood in places where you wouldn't have blood. Or it looks like maybe he was standing too close to somebody when they exploded and got blood all over them. But that's supposed to indicate that shrapnel has entered his body, and now he's bled out from all those different wounds. Alright, once again we get that spawning issue here. There should be a couple of guys spawning up ahead. I have on many occasions been gunned down by these gentlemen when they spawn. Okay, I'm fairly certain I hit him with the first shot, but I do find that the MG42 does act like a barrier, and I will shoot them or shoot at them, and that barrier, okay, that's not working for me. And that barrier will keep the bullet from going through. Oh, there it is. There's a finger shot for you. I'm actually very happy that that happened. Not for any disgusting reason, I assure you. It's, as I said, I was playing Kill Tally. I was recording my kill tallies, and I was getting annoyed. Sniper. I forgot about the sniper. I was getting annoyed because I was, like I said, I was having trouble. I couldn't get into the spirit of the Let's Play, and I was just shooting randomly. I mean, it's a kill tally. Your idea is to... well, there's a shot in my face. The idea is to kill them before they kill you. It's not about professionalism. It's not about one shot, one kill at that point. It's about, if I don't make these guys dead, they're going to make me dead. So I was firing very randomly into the enemy, and I got a long-range kill shot, and the angle and everything was so perfect that when the round hit, it hit his, I believe it was his left hand index finger, and it went through 3 of his fingers. It took off his index finger, his middle finger, and his ring finger at the middle knuckle. And it was very close focus, so it was very high detailed, and I was not recording that. And that that irritated me a little bit, because I was looking at this and I was like, that, you know, I may not be keeping these may be practice recordings, but that would have made at least an epic kill shot for later or for another time. Okay, all I can see is his elbow. Maybe it'll be enough. And it is not. Okay. I keep forgetting this is not a sniper, or pardon me, this is not a bolt-action sniper rifle. Okay, now at this point I'm just wasting ammo. Not a bolt-action sniper rifle, so I'm waiting to hear that double click of the bolt being hammered back before I attempt to fire my second round. So that's why I'm pausing between shots, is I keep forgetting that this is in fact a semi-automatic rifle. Possibly better for accuracy, not so great when you're trying to kill people. These two guys are indications of times when I love how he saw me, even though technically you can't. These two gentlemen are indications of spawns happening when you cross the threshold. When I played this game the first time, I would check every window. I'd look in every window, because I'd be like, there's got to be other snipers. I have to look in the windows. I have to make sure it's just me out here. I gotta make sure it's safe. And so I'd look in every single window, and there'd be nothing. And I'd say, okay, I'm safe. I can continue. Then I'd cross that magical invisible threshold, and these windows that I had checked not 10 seconds before, maybe even less, now were full of enemies, and they were just peppering me with bullets, and then I had to try to figure out where they were, because I didn't believe that they were where I had just looked. And now I know better. Now I know that they spawn in. So that's something I just have to look forward to from now on. And there it is. I survived, thankfully. Unfortunately, it wasn't a very good run. Well, it was a great run, but it wasn't a very a standard run for me, as I was too cautious, a little too cautious, I think. But maybe in the next run I'll have better luck, and I won't be so overly cautious. I will continue to try to mix it up though for you guys, because I don't want it to get stale. I don't want you to get bored. You're watching these things for a reason, and it's not just to hear the sound of my voice. So once again, I would like to thank you for joining me on Sniper Elite V2 Mission 4 on Elite difficulty, and I'll go ahead and I think maybe I'll start up another one here. I got some time, so see you on the next video. Thanks for coming, and have a good day.